All right, hello, everyone. Welcome to Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. And for those who have not seen, I'm going to show you, and the reason I'm even thinking about it, because I'm leaving out of Lowe's right now. And I'm going to show y'all my new necklace. But before that, welcome to Plant-Based Homestead Prepper. If you are new to the channel, we are a group of folks that are like-minded. We believe in being left alone. Okay, some of us want to buy some land, live off the grid, and we really just want to live like the way we want to live, and we prep and for things that may happen, may not happen. Some of us are prepping for nuclear holocaust, and some of us are just prepping for a basic storm to come through and knock the power out for 3 days. Either way, we're prepping. So my personal family, we went over the last 9 years from homeless to buying a home that now we rent out, and then we just purchased a little small farm December of last year, and we are adjusting to farm life, and we have found out very quickly that we need more space. Hey, Linda's number one today. So before I even get started, I'm going to show you guys something, and the reason on my mind because I wear this thing all the time. I wear my necklaces all the time, but I have a new one that Queenie sent me. Okay, and this is an ultimate master necklace, and only because she loves me so much. Look at my lion at the end with the emeralds as the eyes. She said, beautiful. Thank you, Dee. So yeah, this is my new necklace, and it's chock full of power, and I can always tell when I have it on and when I don't. Mainly, people are always like, oh my God, I love that necklace. And when I don't have it on, I don't get those comments. But I do get a lot of comments about how much people love my necklace. And I love it. It's awesome. So, got a little drive time, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. And we are just going to drive around. You guys are going to get some of my thoughts about whatever you guys want to talk about. Do you still have the other one? No, she made me send the old one back to her. Because if it was up to me, I'd wear both of them. I sure would. I would wear both of them because I love both of them. And I love that old necklace. So Queenie, when you're watching, I love that old necklace. But no, she was like, I'm going to make you a new one. When I make you a new one, you're going to send me the old one back. I was so reluctant about sending it back to her. But Queenie's so good to me. And for those that don't know, Queenie was our very first subscriber. When I started this channel a year and a half, 2 years ago, however long it's been, Queenie was the very first subscriber. So she will always have a near and dear place in our hearts. She may rework them together. I don't know what she's going to do with the old one. I really don't know. I didn't ask her. Because see, if you know Queenie like I know her, you just go with the flow, okay? Because she's gonna do what's best for you anyway. So if you are interested in getting you a master necklace or any kind of necklace, it's gonna be custom made to you. She's gonna find out your birth date. She's gonna fast and pray over it. She's gonna talk to, I'm not gonna tell you everything she does. If you guys are interested, comment on this video and I'll put you in touch with Queenie. So that's my infomercial for the necklaces. Love my baby sister. Yeah, I love your baby sister too. She is such a sweetie pie. All right, so listen. What is going on in the world? Okay, what is going on in the world? Bitcoin is at a low right now. The dollar is... Ooh, guys, listen. If you're putting a lot of faith in the dollar right now, I don't know what you're thinking. Because we're printing so much of it. I understand, what is this, the 14th? Tomorrow, the child credit is supposed to be starting for parents. Is that right? D, where are you located? Crazy weather. We've actually had some pretty decent weather. We had a bunch of rain over the last week, but it's been really hot. Oh, I got to give you guys an update on golfing. Yesterday, I totally took a day off. Because the day before, I went out and I played, well, I practiced like a lot. Then I played 18. I got so frustrated, y'all. Y'all know this is total transparency on this channel. I got so frustrated with my golf game the other day, I quit. I quit about on hole 14. I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not swinging another club because I looked terrible. I looked like and acted like I had never hit a golf shot in my life. And for those that don't know, I am embarking upon a journey. As old as I am, I'm trying to become a golf pro. Mississippi is just been raining more than usual. Okay, D, how long have you been with us? Because I remember the name, I can't remember. Most of the time when people come in, I can remember details about them, and I remember the name, but I can't remember a whole bunch of details. So D's in Mississippi, Linda's in Texas. We used to have this thing when you came in, and I was driving. I used to tell you guys the rules on our channel, and I got away from that because I stopped doing lives for a while. But we only have a few rules. Number one, when you see I'm driving, do your texts or your chats in all caps. It just makes it easy for me to look over there, glance, and see. Be respectful, of course. That's without saying. And then when you come in, just let us know where you're watching from, because it helps me to trigger where you are. And eventually, when we get big and we get together, I'll be like, okay, well, y'all know we're going to meet up with D down there in Mississippi. Bam, we go to Mississippi. And then we'll go meet Linda and Queenie in Texas, and my mom and my family. We'll go to Texas. And then when you guys want to come out here to Virginia, you just come to Virginia and all that good stuff. So that's all. So about a year. Okay, I remember the name. D. All right, so D says she's had some crazy weather. It was something happened, and I was like, yep, that was HAARP. Jennifer and I was talking about this about a week ago. And I was like, yeah, they probably just really went crazy with the HAARP. And those that don't know HAARP, go look it up, HAARP. They have a location in Alaska, I think, maybe in Hawaii. And they can create weather. Okay, it's a known fact. Is that what it is? What you guys think of this space race that we got going on with these billionaires? Because the other day, I didn't even know anything about it because I don't watch any news, but Jennifer was all hyped up. I'm like, oh, we got to watch the lunch. I'm like, what lunch? I don't even know, the dude from Virgin Mobile. They supposedly, and y'all know I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing I hear, and I don't believe nothing I see on television. But they supposedly had, taken this flight, and then they like let go of this stuff, and then they were propelled into outer space. Well, I'm sorry, space. Number 49. Oh, wow, that long ago, huh? Wow, that's cool. Distraction, that's a good one. Yeah, they always try to distract us from what's really going on. So what do you guys think is really going on right now? What? And I haven't been keeping up with politics. I don't know what President Biden is doing. I don't know what's going on in the real world because I've not been watching the boob tube. I did pass by the other day. Jennifer had the news on, and there's supposed to be a new strand of 91 out. Is that true? It's supposed to be a new strand, more contagious or something like that. Pole shift. Okay, let me see here. Number 49, your channel really intrigued me. Distraction. They were propelled into the ocean. Okay. Do you think the pole shift is coming, or do you think it's already happened? Because my understanding, when the pole shift, they're going to be like massive earthquakes and volcanoes, and the whole world is going to be like jacked up. So anyway, there is a food shortage going on. I haven't covered a food shortage video in probably a year and a half. But there's definitely a food shortage going on, and inflation is kicking our asses right now. I don't know how many guys have shopped for anything, but everything is expensive. Have y'all noticed that? I used to go off in Lowe's, and for those that don't know, I am a handyman by trade. I used to go off in Lowe's and buy a 2x4, which is like a stud. And all Texas Democrats in the government gone to DC. Okay, why? When I used to buy studs a year and a half, 2 years ago, they were like $3. I think it was literally like $2.96. And when I say a stud, I'm talking about it's a piece of wood that is, cut 1.5 inches on one side by 3.5 inches on the other side. It's a 2x4. They used to actually be like 2 inches by 4 inches. Nah, they figured out a way to shave an inch off and charge you the same amount. Now, get this. Now when I go into Lowe's to buy a 2x4, it's like $8 and some change. It's ridiculous. So what's that like? Golly, 2, 4, 6. That's like what? Double, triple. That's like quadruple the price, almost. Let's just say triple. So if everything continues to go up by triple, what in the world are people going to do? And I feel so sorry for folks who are out here trying to make it, and they make like minimum wage. Voting rights in Texas, bill too restricted. Oh, it's too restricted. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I thought you just go and if you vote, you vote. If you didn't, you didn't. Long time no. Who's that? Hillbilly. Hey, what's up, buddy? You still building those chicken coops out of pallets? That's funny. I built one out of pallets about 3-4 months ago. We had some turkeys and I built a little coop for them, and it was pretty sweet. Actually, it's really nice. I've gotten rid of the turkeys now. You can actually clean that thing up and you can kind of camp out in it or sleep in it or whatever. It's really, really nice. So anyway, I digress. So okay, so people have gone to DC. Okay, let me ask you this: if voting is restricted in Texas, why are politicians going to DC? It sounds more like a state problem than a federal problem. And that's what gets me about stuff that's going on. Building for friends. Okay, good for you. Up to 30 chickens and 3 turkeys. Oh wow. Yeah, I've gotten down to about 45 chickens and got rid of the 2 turkeys that we had. We still got the goat. Yeah, and I got some more for sale this week. Hopefully I can get rid of another 10 to 12, 15. Then I'll be comfortable. I'm getting enough eggs now to sustain my customers, my current customers, and I'm making enough to pay for feed basically. And I'm comfortable there anymore, and it's going to be too much work for me right now because we had up to 80 chickens at one time. I mean, golly, we were chicken rich, and slowly but surely over the last few months I've been selling off. People are crazy about these chickens though. I'm getting $20 for a laying hen, and I'm getting $10 for my little pullets and $10 for roosters. And people are constantly asking me for roosters. I don't know what they're doing with these roosters, but people are constantly asking me if I have roosters. So one guy who's a normal buyer from me, he's supposed to be coming by today to pick up these last 2 roosters that I got. Hopefully we can get those guys going. And poll started 2 years ago. Sun setting and oh god. Oh, is it? Okay. So I search on the grand solar minimum. I want to bring this to you guys. Reason why food is about to get really, really hard to come by, and I haven't confirmed. This is unconfirmed, but I have heard it several times. Apparently, well, supposedly, the powers that be went to several farmers or all the farmers or whatever, and were like, "Hey, if you destroy your crop this year, we're going to pay you half more or something like that. We're gonna pay you like whatever we normally pay you, cut it in half, and we're gonna give you that much more. If you decide to sell it, then you're gonna make your normal pay or something." Has anybody else heard that? Because I thought that was pretty ingenious to definitely create a food shortage. I've been more busy building a tree company than chicken coops. Oh, okay, cool. So Linda says she heard that. All right. So you're doing tree. Okay, well, I mean, that's good money in trees, because last time I had a tree taken down, dude charged me like $1,500. And I thought that was a great price. He didn't grind it up. He said he'd move it to the street for me, and that was about it. So yeah, cutting trees down is good money. Looking for another place, and I need you guys to be sending really positive vibes and sending good thoughts. And I know I'm jumping around from topic to topic. As they hit my mind, I'm just talking about them. We're still Bitcoin mining. It's going really well. I'm trying to buy. I just bought another machine about a month ago, and I'm trying to buy at least 2 more before the end of the year. So that's going very well for us. And depending on how the rest of the year goes, which Bitcoin should run up to about 100K, I should be able to finagle another machine or 2 in that run up. We're going to see though. We're going to see. So those that are interested, y'all know I'm always selling something. Those that are interested in Bitcoin mining, email me and I'll be glad to send you some information. Plant-based homestead prepper at gmail.com. For those that have my phone number, text me. You can always do that. I used to put my number out, then I started getting crazy freaking phone calls at like 2 in the morning. I had to stop doing that because some of y'all are crazy. I ain't gonna name no names, but some of y'all are really, really crazy. Yeah, I had some folks calling me at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and wanting to talk, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you did wake me up. So I had to stop putting my phone number out. And if you go back to some of those early videos, you might get my phone number, or you might hear it. Anyway, I know I digress. So we're about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 minutes from our location. Hillbilly, I think Hillbilly is in Alabama, if memory serves me correct. About farmers think it's happened with some farmers in my area. Yeah, I mean, I heard it several times. So, you know, things don't have to be true. You just got to hear it a few times for it to. Connecticut, good gracious, I was way off. Connecticut, God. What's the temperature in Connecticut this time of year? I know it's hot down here in Virginia. It has been 90 degrees for. And I get out, if I go practice my golf, or if I'm out, you know, building stuff for the chickens or whatever, I'm drenched in sweat. It's just like, it don't take long. It's like walking from the house to the truck, walking from the house to the yard. Anybody else have that problem? And I sweat so much. Oh my God. I got into the point I don't even get embarrassed anymore. I'm just like, hey, whatever, it's life. And I think it all becomes getting mature and older and mature. You know, you go through life when you're earlier years, you're just embarrassed about everything and you care about what people say. Now I'm like, I don't give a care. I could give a care about what you think. Been cooler, but super humid, 85. And soupy today. That sounds disgusting. But yeah, it's been hot and humid here. I have your number. Yeah, Linda, you do have my number. I wasn't talking about you when I said some of y'all are crazy. Oh goodness. What else is going on? So this is inspection season for me. It's not really for me. I got rid of all my inspection houses at my job, but because of COVID, I didn't mean to say that damn word. Because of 91, a lot of our inspections last year were postponed. So now, instead of us having like 4 or 5 inspections, we got 11 in a very short period of time. We just had 3 like 2 weeks ago. Now we have 11. We don't have but like 27 houses in that category. And I got rid of those houses because of this craziness. I don't really know where I am right now. I gotta get my bearings now. And I didn't want to go all the way down there, but I guess I'm going to, because I don't know how to get to this house any other way. Oh my. I have your number. It's been cool. Okay, cool. I'm caught up on this. So yeah, we're going through inspection time right now. So this is not the greatest of time for me to be trying to get out and practice and hit balls and try to do anything professionally. And y'all listen, I have a long way. How are your fruit trees? My fruit trees at my old house are amazing. I was over there last month to do some maintenance, collect rent, and what did I do? I did some maintenance, collected rent, and I checked out the trees. My tenants, they cut down all of my grapevines. They didn't know it. They didn't know what they was looking at. They didn't know what they were doing. But and I didn't have any kind of fence area around them. They were on the fence, but they mowed them down. So I'm not gonna say I was upset about it. I wasn't grateful or happy, but you know, hey, you can't, you know. Anyway, it wasn't anything to get upset about. But my peach trees, I pruned those. So before we left that house, I pruned them suckers down to almost nothing. I thought I had killed them because they went through the winter and everything, but they came back amazing. My fig tree, oh listen, and right now I should go over there and pick figs because that fig tree had little adolescent figs on it, and it probably had 1,000,000 of them on it. It was so amazing. The apple tree had apples on it. The back of the fence had where the old grapevines, plenty of grapes on them. And I went in and talked to my tenant. I was like, have you been to your back? I said, when the last time you been in your backyard? Oh, last week. Oh, really? I say, you know, you got a whole garden of Eden. Oh, and the little mulberry bush that I planted like 3 years ago that never popped up and did anything. That sucker had sprouted up and had berries on it like crazy. So if she was to go in the backyard and do any kind of like anything, she'd be able to go back there and just eat for like 3 or 4 days because it was so much. Now I didn't have any peaches on the tree. I think it's still early in the season. Now at my new place, I planted at least 3 apple trees, a peach tree. I put my grapefruit tree in the ground. It has a couple little grapefruits on it. And I bought a pecan tree about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't planted it yet. I just haven't figured out a good spot for it yet. Because, you know, those suckers get tall. So I think I may put it in what I consider is the forest. So I may put it back over there in a little forest area. But everything I'm doing now, we're not planning on staying at this property. So, and I don't plan on taking the pecan tree with us. The next place we get, that's gonna be the final place, and we're gonna order like trees like crazy. And I'm hoping and I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I might create a tree farm at our next place. I like the idea of that. But thank you for asking about the trees. Y'all know I love fruit trees. Love fruit trees. And I actually caught this pecan tree on sale at Lowe's for 50% off. They normally are selling for like 30, 40 bucks. 50% off, I think it was like $17. And this thing is like 12 feet tall already. I mean, it's really tall. So it just may bear next year. If I go in, I haven't put it in the ground yet, but it may bear fruit next. When it's a nut tree, do you call it fruit? When you say it's gonna bear? Anyway, it may bear nuts, which doesn't sound like a good word combination. Next year, I don't know. I've never planted a nut tree, so I don't know how quickly they produce. All I know is I have really good luck with my fruit trees because I throw those suckers in the ground, and usually first year. This is the first, matter of fact, this is the first year, and it just goes to show you the fertileness of soil. This is the first year I put trees in the ground and they did not just instantly start producing. But I'm thankful because I thought I had killed my peach tree, and those apples, and the apples are really hardy. If you don't have a green thumb and you're always killing something, buy you some apple trees. You cannot. It's almost impossible to kill an apple tree. Even though I killed my Honeycrisp tree because I didn't put it in the ground and I didn't water it over the winter time, and I killed a lime tree. I killed 2 lime trees, a lemon tree. Let me see what else I killed. I killed all this stuff because I left it outside during the winter like a crazy person, and I had plenty of space to take them inside because I got like 3 garages and I had all these sheds around the property. I never thought about it. I was trying to get moved in and get unloaded and all this kind of stuff, and I totally forgot about my fruit trees. I did put blueberries in the ground. I had about 12 bushes. 10 of them made it, and they actually produced this year. Can you find a black walnut tree at Lowe's? I've never seen a black walnut. I think I've only seen 1 walnut tree at Lowe's, and that was years ago. And I've never seen a black. I don't know if it's a difference between walnut and black walnut, and I don't even know what kind of walnut it was. I just knew I didn't want a walnut. I would love to have one now, but Okay, at Lowe's they normally have apple, and they have like all kind of variety of apple, peach, plum, and then of course shade trees and flower trees. What else? They have something else as far as fig trees, of course. And there's something else. There's some other fruit they have as far as trees. I just can't. Oh, every now and then you can catch a grapefruit or a lemon. They usually have those like in the cold months. Lemon, lime. I've seen one grapefruit, back in the day. And that's about it. Yeah. And I don't go to nurseries too often because I'm always at Lowe's, and I usually get a pretty good product at Lowe's, so I don't really go to nurseries. But I tell you what I started doing. I bought a post hole digger, not a post hole digger, but an auger when he was putting in some fencing. And I think what I'm gonna start doing, I think I'm gonna plant my trees with that auger from here on out, because I did find a new way of planting trees, and I'll tell you guys almost at the destination. I'll let you guys go. So I saw this guy online. He was like, if you want to train your fruit trees to start growing their roots straight down and be a very strong tree, this is what you do. You dig your hole 30, I think he said 32 inches. Let's just say 32 inches. So you're gonna have a pot already. It's gonna be 12, 18 inches tall or whatever. Build it 32 inches, put bricks or rocks in the bottom, and get you like a PVC pipe that's 4 feet long, because that's going to be much longer than 32 inches. Enough for it to stick out the ground once you bury it. Put the PVC, put the rocks in the bottom, bricks, whatever. Make sure they're crushed up. And what you're going to do is you're going to put that PVC pipe in. I got a mailbox. And then you're going to start filling that dirt back in there. You're going to fill it all the way up until the bottom of that pot. Let's say 18 inches. And you're going to put that tree, out of the pot, put it in, and then you're going to backfill that tree. And then you're going to start watering through that PVC pipe. Gallon, what does a tree need? 5 gallons a day. I think that's what it needs for the first week or so, whatever. Y'all look it up. I can't remember. So you're going to start watering, and then I can't remember how long he said, because you can eventually just pull that pipe out. And you want that pipe to be like a 3-inch pipe, just so so you can get it out really good. Now when you're backfilling, you make sure you don't put any dirt down off in that pipe, okay? Because that's going to be your water. And by doing it that way, what's going to happen? The roots are going to be trained to start searching for the water, going straight down instead of going out. Now eventually, I'm sure they'll start branching out or whatever. But I thought that was neat, and I thought that was ingenious. And plus, it gives you a really strong tree. And because you want it to be strong, because you need that sucker to be, the roots to be deep. I'm like, wow, that's a pretty good doggone idea right there. And according to this guy, he's like, when I do my trees like this, they produce. Of course, they're getting adequate water, but it trains that tree to just start, searching deep for water. And I thought that was pretty impressive and amazing. So listen, guys, I made it to my destination. I got a ton of work to do in this house, and thank y'all so much for being here. As always, sending y'all some love, and I'll come back. I'm gonna start trying to do lives every other day. It's just I know some of y'all want to see me every day. It's so stringent. It takes so much out of me to do one day. Even though I'm just writing and talking, I still gotta have something to talk about. Okay. So thank y'all so much for always being here and supporting. We appreciate y'all what you've done for me and Jennifer and the family. Good sent all you all as well. So y'all be good, be blessed, and we'll catch you another time, okay? Y'all be good.